Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about an important concept of physics, that is free fall. A few days back I asked my parents which would reach the ground first if a heavier and a lighter ball is dropped from the same height at the same time. They replied, obviously the heavier one as it weighs more. Now let me ask all of you. Have you ever wondered how fast a heavy object falls compared with a lighter one? Imagine if we have dropped both of them at the same time. Which would hit the ground first? Would it be the heavier one because it weighs more? Or would they hit the ground at the same time? In the late 1500s in Italy, the famous scientist Galileo was asking some of these same questions, and he did some experiments to answer them. In this activity, we'll do some of our own tests to determine whether heavier objects fall faster than the lighter ones. So, for the experiment, you will all require two balls. The balls should be approximately of the same size, but the mass must vary. As you can see in the image, we have two balls, yellow and red, both seeming approximately to be the same size. But due to the material change, the yellow ball is quite lighter compared to the red ball. I've already performed the activity. So as you can see in the video, I am dropping both the balls together from the same height. Now let's have a closer look at the results. You should have found that both the balls hit the ground at roughly the same time. According to the legend, this is what Galileo showed in 1589 from his Tower of Pisa experiment. But again, it's debated whether this actually happened. If you neglect air resistance, objects falling near Earth's surface fall with the same approximate acceleration, 9.8 meters per second square, due to the Earth's gravity. So the acceleration is the same for the objects, and consequently their velocity is also increasing at a constant rate. Because the downward force on an object is equal to its mass multiplied by g, that is gravitational acceleration, heavier objects have a greater downward force. Heavier objects, however, also have more inertia, which means they resist moving more than lighter objects do, and so heavier objects need more force to get them down, going at the same rate. As it turns out, the force of gravity tries to make everything accelerate downward at exactly the same rate, no matter how light or heavy it is. As such, all objects free fall at the same rate regardless of their mass. Because the 9.8 Newton or per kg gravitational field at Earth's surface causes a 9.8 meter per second square acceleration of any object placed there. We often call this ratio the acceleration of gravity. This means that if you drop a basketball and a tennis ball at the same time, that is from the same height, they will hit the ground at the same time. Hope I was able to clear all your misunderstandings and doubts and was able to make you understand the Galileo's law of free fall. Galileo's law of free fall states that in the absence of air resistance, all bodies fall with the same acceleration, independent of their mass. Thank you.